Hello everyone, this is Rajarshi Palit and I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Economics Made Easy. Today we are going to calculate national income by the expenditure method. In your board exams, you will be asked to calculate national income by income method or expenditure method or the value added method, and this numerical will carry 6 marks. So it's very easy to score these 6 marks, and let us today learn about the calculation of national income by the expenditure method. Now in the calculation of national income by the expenditure method, we need to know the various components of final expenditure in the economy. So the various components of final expenditure are private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, investment and net export. Now if I add all these values, I can get to the value of gross domestic product at market price. So let us see how the equation looks like when I add all these values together. Now let us represent the sum of all these values by y. Y is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Now C is private final consumption expenditure, I stands for investment, G is government final consumption expenditure, and X minus M is nothing but export minus import. Now when the numericals are given in the board exam, you may not get these values as these are given here. You may not be given the values exactly as they are. There are certain components of these values which we can come across in the exam. So we must know all these values. Now in this equation we find the value of I. I means investment, investment in this case is gross domestic capital formation. I am using the abbreviation so that we don't run short of space. So gross domestic capital formation is investment. So in the equation, I stands for gross domestic capital formation. Now this value of gross domestic capital formation can be broken down into two components. These components are number one is gross fixed capital formation, gross fixed capital formation, and the second part is inventory investment, inventory investment. Inventory investment is also known as change in stock. So if you are given the value of change in stock instead of inventory investment, don't get confused. It is nothing but change in stock or inventory investment. These can be used interchangeably. Now the value of gross fixed capital formation that is given here, this value of gross fixed capital formation can be further broken down into three components. Gross fixed capital formation has three components. I'll write it down here. Number one is gross business fixed investment. Number one is gross business fixed investment. Number two is gross residential construction investment. Gross residential construction investment. Number three is gross public investment. So gross public investment. So the value of investment, that is I, in case of our equation y is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M, the value of I can be broken down in this manner. I is first the sum of gross fixed capital formation plus inventory investment or change in stock. I shall write here change in stock. So inventory investment is nothing but change in stock. Now gross fixed capital formation can be further broken down into three components: gross business fixed investment, gross residential construction investment, and gross public investment. So instead of I, that is instead of investment, that is I in the equation, or gross domestic capital formation, these are the various informations that might be given us in the numerical in the exam. So you have to be very careful regarding the values that you have to take into consideration while calculating the national income by the expenditure method. So what do we get here? So I, the components of I are these, and the equation that we have is y is equal to c plus I plus g plus x minus m. This is the basic equation. Now y stands for gross domestic product at market price. Now why is gross domestic why do we get to the value of gross domestic product at market price? The reason behind is that all these expenditures are made at the market price of the goods and services that are being bought by the various entities of the economy. So when we add the value of C plus I plus G plus X, so we get to the value of gross domestic product at market price. Now once we have been asked to calculate national income by expenditure method, we just can't stop at the value of GDP at market price. So what do we have to do? We have to convert the value of GDP at market price. The value of GDP at market price needs to be converted into net national product at factor cost. You need to remember one thing, that whenever you are asked to calculate the value of NNP, or whenever you are asked to calculate the value of national income, you have to find out the value of NNP at FC. That means NNP at FC is national income. So in this case, what do we have? By adding the values of the various expenditures, we get to the value of gross domestic product at market price. Now we have to convert it into NNP at FC. So let us see how this conversion is done. First, the value of gross domestic product will be converted into net domestic product at market price, because we have an N here, so we need to bring a N here. So this G is converted to N. Now G stands for gross domestic product and NDP stands for net domestic product. So what do we have to do here? We have to convert the value of GDP at MP to NDP at MP. So from the gross value, we shall subtract the value of depreciation. So once you subtract depreciation from the gross domestic product, we get to the value of net domestic product at market price. Now the next conversion is from G we have arrived at N. Now this D has to be converted into N. That means the domestic product has to be converted to national product. So what do we get? We get to NNP at market price. Now domestic product has to be converted into national product. That means to the value of domestic product, we have to add the value of net factor income from abroad. NFIA is net factor income from abroad. This is the difference between the income that comes from abroad and the income that is paid to the rest of the world. So to the value of net domestic product at market price, we have to add the value of NFIA. That means net factor income from abroad. So NDP at market price is converted into NNP at market price. Now what remains is we have to convert this market price to factor cost. So market price can be converted into factor cost simply by subtracting the value of net indirect taxes. Now net indirect taxes is indirect tax minus subsidy. So once we subtract the value of net indirect tax from the market price, that means the NNP at market price, we get to the value of NNP at FC. And NNP at FC is nothing but the national income. So NNP at FC is nothing but national income. So this is how we get to the value of national income by the expenditure method. By following these steps, you can very easily calculate the value of national income by expenditure method. So I hope this calculation was helpful, and I wish you all the best so that you score very good marks in your board exams. Thank you.